Yo, Mario, where's Anana? Oh, I mean breakfast. Bunnies? Oh, let me find it. But what the hell is that? Bunny! Oh, yeah, but do you like know it?
This story happened to my mother when she was pregnant with my eldest sister. She was in her late 20s, and she and my father weren't on good terms. As a result of this, the story happened to my mother when she was pregnant with my eldest sister. She was in her late 20s, and she and my father weren't on good terms. As a result of this, she had to stay.
At your house, whoever wins the tournament,
Happened to my mother when she was pregnant with my eldest sister. She was in her late 20s, and she and my father weren't on good terms. As a result of this, she had to stay at my auntie's house. Just a little detail on auntie's house. It was at the end of the street, and beside it was a huge mango tree. People in the village believed that the tree was haunted because it has been there even before the village was constructed, and who knows its history. My mother didn't believe it and wasn't scared at all. She was staying in a room upstairs alone while her niece was downstairs. As my mother went to bed that night, she had this eerie feeling in her gut, but brushed it off, thinking she was just paranoid. She fell asleep as she was tired of carrying the baby around. She woke up to someone whispering into her face. That someone was whispering my father's name. She fell asleep as she was tired of carrying the baby around. She woke up to someone whispering into her face. That someone was whispering my father's name. His name is John. So she opened her eyes and was stunned to see a long-ass-legged creature right on top of her. According to my mom, he was very, very dark. He had messy blonde hair. He smelled very bad and he was wearing stripes. He was staring at her with his huge eyes, still whispering my dad's name, John. My mom screamed for my niece. The creature ran out to the window and into the trees. Her niece came in and my mother explained everything that happened. My auntie came home and my mom explained the situation to her. My auntie laughed it off and told her she was being paranoid. But one day as my auntie was in bed, she woke up and saw the same creature on top of her. She was creeped out as fuck and screamed. After this incident, my mom left that house and never came back. I just wonder what that creature wanted and why was he whispering my dad's name?
This happened to my friend Mary when she purchased a house. In 2016, it was December. The house which Mary lived in was a big house with a big living room. It had 2 big rooms. It had 1 basement, a big kitchen, bathroom, and toilet. Mary kind of felt very bad in the house because there was always a bad smell that come from the walls, but she didn't pay attention. After a day and night, she began to hear footsteps, like someone is walking. After that day and night, when Mary was about to sleep, all photos in living room fall by itself, and Mary couldn't sleep throughout the night after seeing this. After that incident, nothing happened. But after 2 weeks passed, Mary died. The cops searched the whole house. Then they finally go to the basement and find a very horrible thing that gave them a froze and found a big truth about the house that was very shocking. That who was the owner of this house did suicide after 2 weeks when he purchased this house. But he said before doing suicide that whoever will purchase this house will die after 2 weeks. Till now, hundreds of people have died living in this house after 2 weeks. The cops found dead bodies of hundreds of people. I really feel bad for my friend, and I still remember her.
So post this, but I feel like this might be the best spot for it. I recently moved down to an apartment building all the way up to the top floor. My balcony is at the back of the building, and the view is mostly trees, but there's some houses and a street directly behind the apartment building, so I can see that too. And I hope that makes sense. I usually sit out on my balcony at night, getting high and listening to music. At night, the view is just darkness aside from the house porch lights and the road lit up by a street light. Most of the road view is covered by trees, but I can see a good amount of it. There's also no light for my balcony, so at night I just sit in the dark, aside from the light coming from my phone. So anyway, I was sitting there at around 10 p.m. or so, like I usually do, and I noticed movement from the road. When I looked down, I saw someone running down the road, like really fast. From my distance, it looked like this person was running faster than any human should. I was just watching when this person just stopped under a street lamp. Under the light, I could tell this person was a man. I also realized this person was now looking up at me. I got nervous, but I didn't move because I thought I could just be overthinking, or maybe this guy wasn't actually looking directly at me. How could he? My phone wasn't on, so I was pretty much sitting in complete darkness. Could he really see me from all the way down there? I just kept sitting there, hoping the guy would leave, but then I saw him waving at me. Now I knew he was looking at me. I was too uncomfortable to do anything. I couldn't even go back inside. I just sat there, getting increasingly nervous. My thoughts started running wild. I thought this guy might find my apartment and try to break in. I also thought that they would somehow just spring forward and climb up the building to get to me or something. But as I kept staring at this guy waving at me, a sudden feeling of dread came over me. That was when I started grabbing my things to go back inside. But then I saw that he stopped waving. He reached both of his arms out to the side and started swaying his body side to side, bending his knees as he moved and wiggling his arms around like a weird dance move. At this point, I was incredibly unsettled. I just wanted to go back inside, but I was also slightly intrigued in a way, and I guess I wanted to see what he might do next. Soon, the feelings of dread and unease took over and continued closing up all of my stuff, and I went inside. There was a window in the room next to the balcony where you could see down to the same area, so I peeked outside trying to stay hidden behind the wall. I saw this guy still moving around, side to side, but he soon stopped, and I saw him just start booking it down the road again. I made sure my front door was